Coming up on this week's newscast, the student body weighs in on the COVID vaccine 1 year after our last poll. The Crochet Club is back in action, and fall sports sectionals are in full swing. All this and more on this week's episode. Get ready because BNN starts now.
All right, Hammond! I got a question for you. I want to know how many people here and over there believe in rock and roll.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Mallory. Nearly a year after BNN conducted their first vaccine poll of the student body, newly updated results reveal some very interesting changes. Here are Maria, Emilia, Caroga, and Lacey brochures with the story.
75% of Bishop Knoll faculty and students are vaccinated, which is more than the national average. Last year, the mass media team conducted a survey to get Bishop Knoll's opinion on COVID and the vaccine. This year's updated survey asked about the vaccine, including how effective they believe it is and their biggest fears for the vaccine.
Yes, I do think it's effective due to all the research that has been shown.
The responses to the prompt on level of confidence in the safety and effectiveness showed that 55% said they had a fair amount, 31% said a great deal, and 13% said not too much or not at all. The survey included questions about wearing a mask while being vaccinated, to which students and faculty responded with 56% for yes and 43% for no. 88% of the responses confirmed that politics did not influence their decision to get or not get the vaccine. 11% said politics did influence their decision. The responses for the survey expressed that the most common fear of the vaccine is the side effects.
No, I'm currently not vaccinated because I'm kind of nervous on getting it because, people are getting sick.
This year, Parent-Teacher Conference will be once again virtual on October 27th. Parents can sign up for the conference with individual teachers beginning Monday. Students will have a virtual day on October 27th. After its immense popularity last year, the Crochet Club is back. Sponsored by Ms. Kayla Kunkel, this club offers students who hone their own craft during quarantine a chance to express their creativity. Here's Emma Thrasher with the story.
On this week's newscast, we will be taking an inside look into Mrs. K's Crochet Club. Mrs. K wanted to share her love for crocheting by teaching kids after school how to make stuffed animals.
At Crochet Club, I teach students how to, you guessed it, crochet. We learn different stitches, different techniques, and we specifically focus on amigurumi. I can't pronounce it. It is a fun Japanese word that simply means like crocheting small toys and people and little stuffed animals. I also can show you stitches to make blankets and hats, but we've been focusing a lot on like little stuffed animals. Last year, our big creation was the little bumblebees from TikTok. Those were the big hit last year.
My favorite project was the bumblebee because it was the first project that we went over together. Because I used to crochet by myself, but I wasn't really good at it until she went over the steps with me.
Crochet Club this year, our plan is just to kind of grow interest, and I would like to expand what we're making. I want to be able to make bigger objects, and then also for people to feel like they can take their work home and work on things independently and come back with big pieces done so we can make larger creatures.
Crochet Club meets every Wednesday after school from 3 to 5. New and interested members are always welcome.
After a year of mostly virtual college searches, Bishop Knoll students are eager to meet with college admissions advisors in person, tour campuses, and more. Here are Bianca Perez and Dre Ote Upshaw with more on how college searches look a little different this year.
After an entire school year of virtual college visits, in-person college events are back, and students are finding the return of them more helpful than ever.
College Go Week kicked off a slew of events the week of September 20th.
Multiple colleges came to Bishop Knoll in hopes of students applying to their colleges. On Wednesday, September 22nd, we had a total of 13 colleges come from a college fair. On Friday, a total of 16 colleges came, giving us a grand total of 29 colleges.
Just giving the students the experience to be able to talk to different colleges and be able to meet with the representatives.
I learned that the different prices of tuition, and that there's free applications that were there.
If you miss a chance to see any colleges during College Go Week, there's also digital options that you could use.
There's niche.com. There's also the Naviance that we use for our seniors is a lot as well. That's a great website because of the fact that it has all the colleges across the country and all the information is all in one source, so you don't have to go digging for the information. It's all right there on that website. So.
In other news, local wildlife entered the school this past Tuesday morning, causing a soft lockdown throughout the building.
Hi, I'm Addison Spowski. Tuesday's rodent invasion caused chaos as staff members and administrators scurried for nearly 30 minutes to secure a supersonic squirrel.
The squirrel was all over this building. I don't know. I've not moved this fast since probably I was a teenager. My first thought was, my God, the children. What are we going to do about the children? Fortunately, about 15 of us were able to gather the squirrel in the second floor girls' bathroom. I will say out of the 15, maybe 3 of us were really useful.
Victims of the incident remained calm during the attack, but were visibly shaken in the aftermath, and are still experiencing shell shock symptoms.
So it's a little bit of a scary situation because, you know, we don't know what's going on. All of a sudden you just see a squirrel just running down the hallway straight at you, right? And so I tried to get in front of it, stick my leg out, and it decided to completely parkour off of me backwards and start running the other way. Luckily, we were able to corner it.
As I look down the hall, I see a small furry creature scurrying towards me, and I get a little bit frightened. So I walk into Mr. Julian's room, and then as I'm closing the door, the squirrel flies past, trying to get into the rooms. And then I see Mr. Cavazos running down the hall after the squirrel. Over on his microphone, on his walkie-talkie, he said, "We have a squirrel in the building." Something I never thought that would happen, but it did, and it is very, very scary experience that I don't wish on anybody.
Although the squirrel was not violent, it distracted many faculty members, causing a slew of reply all email chains and cringeworthy memes to aggravate all employed. It is not known how the squirrel entered the building, but administrators believe that he must have accidentally been given his own key fob in order to enter door A. Sources say it has not yet been determined if his key fob will be confiscated.
Right when it all started, I sent a text to my mom telling her that I loved her, just in case something happened to me. No harm, no squirrels were harmed in any of this. Some adults did need to be treated for some scratches, but the emotional trauma that all of us have gone through, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Hi, I'm Naomi Kiros. Fall sectionals are upon us. The girls volleyball team played in Drain yesterday in their first round of sectionals. As of the day of this recording, there was no final score yet to report. The boys and girls cross-country team will be sending 3 runners to regionals. Senior Antoine Lewis and sophomores Grace Buxka and Iris Romeo will both be competing. The boys football team will be playing their final home game of the season tonight against South Central at 7 p.m. It is also senior night. The student section theme is Extreme Pink Out. The boys will play Boone Grove in their sectionals on November 5th.
Welcome back, everyone. It's October, so you know what that means. It's spooky season. I'm Julie Wedrick, and today we will ask students about their Halloween costumes.
My favorite costume when I was little was a turtle, and the costume that I'm gonna be this year is Pablo Escobar.
My favorite costume when I was little was probably Finding Nemo, and this year I think I'm going to be Boo from Monsters Inc.
My favorite Halloween costume when I was younger, I was like 3 or 4, and I dressed up as a frog. It was so cute. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was actually kind of funny, but yeah.
Mine would have to be the zombie prom queen. I went with Darcy.
My favorite costume was I dressed up as Princess Aurora in like 7th grade. It actually turned out really cute.
For Halloween this year, I'm going to be a pirate.
kind of want to be Scarlet Witch from the end of WandaVision because I think that looks really cool.
I'm thinking either between a race car driver or like a set of 4 cards, like the Queen's Ace, Joker, and things like that.
Okay. My favorite Halloween costume from when I was little was Edward Scissorhands, and this year I'm going to be a plague doctor.
My favorite costume from when I was little was when I dressed up as Cinderella, and I want to dress up as Edward Scissorhands because he is actually a very wholesome person.
My favorite costume from when I was little was Winnie the Pooh, and then I'm probably gonna dress up as a traffic cone this year.
That's all for today. See you next time.
COVID vaccine. No, I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Damn, I did this beginning so.
Did you? Wait. You know what county is? I didn't know this.
In the afterlife, you could be headed for the serious strife.
Oh,
You make the scene
dang
all
it,
day,
I forgot how you say her
but
name.
tomorrow they'll be held to pay. People listen attentively. I mean about future calamity. I used to think the idea was obsolete until I heard the old man stamping his feet.